The Ring of Fire.
Welcome to the Ring of Fire, the weekly terminology practice session for interpreters of all levels in all languages, including American Sign Language. Thanks for joining me. I'm your host, Maritza. Every week, I take medical, legal, and general terms from my daily interpreting sessions and include them here for you to practice. To practice, listen. If you know a term, interpret. If you don't know a term, press pause, write it down, find a translation, and add it to your glossary. In this episode, I included a long list of medications that come up often in my sessions. Let's get started with legal terminology. Gross misdemeanor. First offender. Financial statement. Voluntarily committed. Reading of rights. Burglarious tools. General category. Civil celebrant. Sewer. Sewage. Able-bodied adults without dependents, also known as ABOD. Impound. Eligibility worker. Premises. Harmful. Hectic. Midterm. Loan servicing. Public works. Independent medical evaluation. If you find value in these Ring of Fire practice sessions, please subscribe, like, or download so the algorithm shows the channel to other interpreters. The scariest thing for me when interpreting for healthcare is medication names. There are thousands of medications. Creating a list is nearly impossible, but you can use the Red Book or the Physician's Desk Reference, also known as PDR, as a reference. I recommend that you ask for the spelling of the medication name if you can't understand what the person is saying. The list I've included here are the medications that come up often in my sessions. Some may be the brand name or the generic name. I included a brief description of what the medication is used for. Keep in mind that I'm not a doctor. To find a translation of the medication in your language, use Wikipedia, select your language, and type the medication name in English as listed here. And then search. The search result will show the translation for the medication. For the medication names that I'm going to read, listen, repeat out loud, and write it down to check how close you got to the spelling. Side note, medical personnel have a difficult time pronouncing some of these medication names too, so don't feel bad when you can't. After I say the word, I'll give a brief description. Let's get started with these medication names. Amoxicillin. Amoxicillin. An antibiotic. Metformin. Metformin. Used to treat diabetes. Lisinopril. Lisinopril. An ACE inhibitor used to treat high blood pressure and heart failure. Amlodipine. Amlodipine. Used for high blood pressure. Atorvastatin. Atorvastatin. A statin used to treat cholesterol. Azithromycin. Azithromycin. Used to treat bacterial infections. Diazepam. Diazepam. Used to treat anxiety, seizures, muscle spasms, or twitches. Gabapentin. Gabapentin. Used to prevent and control partial seizures. Nonsteroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. also known as NSAIDs, used to reduce pain, inflammation, fever, and prevent blood clots. Simvastatin. Simvastatin, used to treat high cholesterol and triglyceride levels. Cephalexin. Cephalexin, an antibiotic. Singulair. Singulair, used to prevent asthma attacks. Dicyclomine. Dicyclomine, used to treat irritable bowel syndrome, also known as IBS. Losartan. Losartan, used to treat high blood pressure. Alprazolam. Alprazolam, used to treat anxiety disorders, panic disorders, and anxiety caused by depression. Metronidazole. Metronidazole, an antibiotic. Glipizide. Glipizide, used to treat high blood sugar levels caused by type 2 diabetes. Pregabalin. Pregabalin, an anticonvulsant. Trazodone. Trazodone, used to treat depression. Albuterol. Albuterol, used to treat asthma and COPD. Nystatin. Nystatin, used to treat fungal infections. Nasalem. Nasalem, also known as benzodiazepine, a depressant. Cetirizine. Cetirizine, an antihistamine. Prednisone. Prednisone, a steroid used to treat conditions like asthma, allergic reactions, arthritis, inflammatory bowel disease, and adrenal, blood, or bone marrow conditions. Narcan. Narcan, used to treat narcotic overdose in an emergency situation. Amlodipine. Amlodipine, used to treat high blood pressure. Alprazolam. Alprazolam, used to treat anxiety and panic disorder. As you can hear, I have difficulty saying these medication names as well. They're not easy. But once you become familiar with these and other medication names, then it's easier to understand what the person is saying. I hope you found value in this session. Tune in next week for the next Ring of Fire.